I'm Jeremy Shuck, and I am the husband of Ashley and the father of 5 kids. They're 13, 12, 11, 8, and 3 years old. And I have the privilege and honor and joy of co-pastoring alongside my wife, Upper Room Frisco. I didn't want to spend the rest of my life telling other men's stories. I wanted some undeniable, incredible God stories of my own. And I had other friends who were on that same kind of heart trajectory with me. And we decided that we were gonna contend for some sort of prophetic or miraculous encounter with God. And so we knew of this cabin in the woods that didn't have electricity that we had access to. And we decided that we were gonna basically lock ourselves in this cabin, worship and pray until God shows up. And so I can't recommend that other people do this. This is just our story. And so we did. And again, we're just kids with this wild faith. And so we began to just worship the Lord as the sun was setting in this cabin. We're singing in tongues. And from my experience, I just felt waves of the anointing and the presence of God sweeping through, and our voices would rise with just the enthusiasm, for lack of a better word, when you'd feel like the Lord's pleasure sweep through the cabin. And we were singing in tongues and singing songs and shouting in tongues. And then there's this moment where we all went silent at the same time. And it just felt like this sacred, holy moment where we knew we were to be still. And just then, I describe it as like being sucked up into an upside down tornado where I went. It felt like I went somewhere. Although, of course, my body stayed where it was. I was taken into the heavens. And we all were together and had each we started off with a group encounter where we were all in this same room, like this banqueting hall in the heavens, and we were seeing the same things. And I even tested the vision. Because I'm an American dude with a lot of doubts, I just, I was like, hey, what do you see over in that corner? Because I saw a lamp with purple and gold, and my friends, when I pointed to the corner of the banquet hall in this vision, my friend said, I see a lamp. It's purple and gold, and described the lamp that I saw. And that's when I realized, oh my goodness, we're in this weird spiritual experience. And then we were taken in different directions to have our own individual encounters. And it was several life-changing things happened in this encounter. One of which, most importantly, I was in this huge open hall with these enormous stone pillars. And this is actually before the Lord of the Rings movies came out, but there's that scene in the halls of Moria, the dwarfs, where there is this immense, the biggest room you can imagine with all these stone pillars. That's what it looked like in the vision. And from the distance, this great distance, I saw this thin man begin walking towards me. And he looked like you would imagine some desert prophet would look like. And as he got closer to me, my heart rate went up, and I realized who it was. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, that's Jeremiah. My name's Jeremy. And I felt by revelation that I was about to meet my namesake. And as he came closer to me, even though he's this thin, angular, desert prophet-looking dude, I felt his presence hit me, as if I went into the fatness of his presence, his anointing. There's that verse in Isaiah that says it's the fatness that breaks the yoke. Well, Jeremiah's fat in the anointing. So he's now standing right in front of me, and he looks me in the eyes, and he says, my name's Jeremiah. I'm the weeping prophet. And just then I felt healing wash over me, because I've always grown up an emotional young man. And that can bring about moments of shame and embarrassment, and all of that fluttered away, and I realized that my emotions were a gift from God and that I would be a weeping prophet. And Jeremiah begins to tell me things about my life. And then, so the vision ends, and I'm back in this cabin. We all kind of come out of it at the same time. It was so real that I'd forgotten that I was even in that cabin, and we all like looked at each other and began to talk about what had just happened. This is more than 20 years ago, and it's still one of the most vivid, easy to remember moments of my life. And so I come out of that vision, and I'm driving back to my apartment, and I'm immediately doubting that it even happened, because it's wild and it's spiritual, and just the carnal mind is at enmity with the things of the Spirit. And so I began to reason myself out of what I had just experienced. And I got home and I went to bed, and I went right into a dream. And in the dream, I was renaming the streets of earth. And as I would walk up to a road sign like that, where it would say like Church Road, I would say that's Brotherly Kindness Street, or that's Love Avenue. And angels would fly by, knock down the old sign, and put up the new name of the new roads in the dream. And I heard the voice of the Lord say, it like thundered, borderline thundered into the dream, because it woke me up. And he said, I haven't shown you everything I wanted to show you about Jeremiah yet. And I wake up and I reach over and I grab my Bible with my thumb on the pages, and I bring it in front of me on my bed, and I have my cell phone as a light, and my Bible has fallen open to Jeremiah, chapter 31, and my phone is lighting up chapter 31, verse 21, where it says, set up road markers for yourself. Set up signposts, and remember the way by which you came, and return to me. And I was so filled with the Spirit in that moment, and I realized the kindness of God to meet me in the midst of my doubt and confirm to me that what I had experienced in that vision of meeting Jeremiah was real, and that the heavenly realm was a place for us to be able to return to. And it's not that we're trying to escape our bodies and get into the heavens. That's just silly, like dualism and Gnosticism, because Jesus, who is perfect in his spirituality, left the Spirit and got in flesh and never left his flesh again, And so it's that we, in the way that we are made right now, get to interact with the heavens.